Hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining us for this session. Welcome to the Faculty of Arts, Design and Humanities. My name's Charlotte and I work in the faculty marketing team, and I'm joined by my colleague here today, Carolyn. Do you want to introduce yourself, Carolyn?
Hi, I'm Carolyn Hardacre. I'm Head of School of Fashion and Textiles, and really delighted to be with you this afternoon.
Wonderful, thank you very much. So Carolyn's going to talk us through and give us a fantastic introduction to the faculty and cover both our undergraduate and postgraduate courses. If you have any questions whilst you're watching, please feel free to pop them in the chat, and at the end of the session we will be answering those. So without any further ado, I'll pass over to Carolyn and we will share our presentation with you. Over to you, Carolyn.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Charlotte. So, yes, lovely to be with you this afternoon. So, I just want to give you an insight into the Faculty of Arts, Design and Humanities and the courses that we offer here in Leicester. If you're not sure of where Leicester is in the UK, we are based in the middle of England, actually, about 100 miles or so away from London, and really central, so accessible to all parts of the UK, and a really beautiful area of the UK, so quite a rural spot within the centre of the British Isles. So Leicester, a great place to study, and De Montfort is one of the key universities within this area, and Faculty of Arts, Design and Humanities, as you can see on the slide, is a really creative faculty, and we've got three separate schools in this faculty: the School of Art, Design and Architecture, the School of Fashion and Textiles, which is my area, and the School of Humanities and Performing Arts. So a really creative faculty housed across 2 or 3 buildings within the university. So if we move on to the next slide, I can just give you a bit of context about design and creativity in the UK. Why come to the UK to study a creative subject? Well, I think the British design ethos is really well known across the globe. We've got some really famous designers that are heading major designer brands. So you can see some images here of Stella McCartney and Sandra Rhodes and Orla Kiley and Paul Smith, Vivienne Westwood, Alexander McQueen and Sophia Webster. Really key influential designers that are global names, and all started through their education at a UK art school. So a really great place to start your creative journeys. So we just move on to the next slide, please, and can just talk a little bit about our context, our history. So in the UK, we have, we've been an institution around arts and design since the 1870s. We started originally as the Leicester College of Arts and Crafts, and so I've got 150 years experience of art and design education. And with this heritage, we were really supporting our local industry, actually, within Leicester. Leicester's got a very well-known fashion and textiles industry. And the art school, the Arts and Crafts School College, was set up to provide designers and technicians to support that industry. And so that heritage of art and design is sort of embedded within the university. And some of our courses are really long-standing, such as the Contour Fashion course, which is lingerie, swimwear, sportswear, is 75 years old as of this year. So we've got a real great heritage in this creative education. So So just move on to the next slide, please. So when you're thinking about where to choose to study art and design type courses, it's always really quite perplexing, I think. There's such a lot of choice out there, and why would you choose De Montfort University? So I think this slide really helps to form those decisions. We've got a fantastic range of programs, some real specialist programs across the arts and humanities. We have a very strong focus on sustainability. So our programs are linked through to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are really proud of our work in this area, our education in this area, and have won various awards such as the Green Gowns Award for Next Generation Learning and Skills. And this is because of our integration of sustainable ethos across our courses. We've also got some incredible industry links, actually, because of our heritage to a certain extent. We've been here, we've got a great reputation, and so we've built up these links over a long period of time, and we continue to develop new links all the time. Our graduates go out into industry and they come back and they share their contacts with us, and we develop the network even more so. So we've got some incredible industry links, and external client projects are a part of many of our programs, particularly in the design areas. And we also have placement opportunities across our programs. So they may be small 2 weeks, 3 weeks opportunities, or a full year between the second and third year. So placement opportunities are really an exciting element to study at DMU, and supported by a placement team. We are also keen to promote our students. So showcasing is a major element of our programs. So be that showing at various external events, such as the photo here, which is from Graduate Fashion Week, or from new designers, or for the various dance festivals for the performing arts students, or at the various theatres. There's all different manner of showcasing opportunities for our creative students. And these all help to build up those employability skills and really help students as they go out into the world of work to secure those really good opportunities, those good jobs as they leave us, or continue to study with us. We've got a good range of postgraduate opportunities, postgraduate MAs and MScs, and research awards as well. So it's a really full package of offer from, if you're an undergraduate looking for an undergraduate program, there's all the current curriculum, the industry links, the showcasing opportunities, right through to study with us for postgraduate awards. So if we can just move on to the next slide, please. So where we are based, we have a award-winning building. Actually, it's been designed for art and design in mind. It's called the VJ Patel Building, and has 5 floors of real creative space. So 5 floors for the design wing and 10 floors for an arts tower. And we've got a bit of a fly through to show you here to start to give you a bit of a feel for the space. So that gives you a bit of a feel.
Like Carolyn, we're just experiencing a few connection issues. So sorry for anyone watching that had to see some of that twice, but hopefully it was enjoyable to see it both times.
Yeah, or not to worry. No, I think yeah, it got there in the end, didn't it? So, but yeah, that was the VJ Patel Building. So you could see some of the facilities, some of the workshop spaces in the building, and so art and design are housed in that one space. With and we've got on screen some of the facts and figures. So we've got 25 workshops within this space, all dedicated to a different process or material. So there's woodworking, metalworking, and plastics, and so on. And then we've got all of these workshops have got a specialist technical instructor who looks after that workshop and is there to help students with their work in that particular material or with that particular process. So it's a really well equipped space, and I know we've had loads of visitors come around, and one particular visitor said, you know, they were so impressed with the space. They just said, you know, what have you not got? You know, it wasn't a list of what have you got, but what have you not got? And it is a bit like that. So a really great space, and we cover the arts and crafts, and fashion and textiles. I think we've just got some stills just to show you of some of the various processes. So yeah, so we've got craft, we've got actually glass downstairs, and today as I was walking out at lunchtime, we've got people blowing glass, and all the workshops have got a window into them so that nothing's closed off. I think that's a really great aspect of what we have here. You can see what's going on, so you can walk through reception and see the glass technicians doing the glass blowing and everything. It's really quite something. Here's an image from one of the fashion studios, so pattern cutting studio, and you can see in the back there's a projection system there. We've got what's called visualizers. So when somebody's doing a demonstration, say some illustration or a sketchbook activity, there's a camera that looks down from overhead onto your hands, and that's projected onto the screen, so everybody can see what's going on. It's not a case of sort of crowding around and trying to see what the tutor is demonstrating. You can all see what's going on, and those are recorded and hosted on our virtual learning environment. So really good to watch back and you know, see that demonstration again. Excuse me. So here's some in the rapid prototyping room. We've got quite a host of technical kit here. We've got 3D printing and laser cutting as well. So lots of work around additive manufacture. So sort of future facing equipment, and also more traditional screen printing as well. So we have a mixture of the two. And then, so that's covering arts and design. And then moving on to performing arts and humanities over in a different building. It's called the PACE building. We've got some fantastic equipments there, some of the finest facilities in the sector to support your studies in performance arts. So the PACE Centre has some really spacious studios and rehearsal rooms, as well as some fully equipped performance spaces. And again, there's expert technicians on hand to help with the kit, the digital video cameras, the recording kit, and the editing suites. So again, lots of technical support there. And I think we've got a video of the performance arts subject area to just give you a feel for what those sort of subjects cover. Great stuff. So a bit of a flavour for that performing arts set of programmes. And again, the spaces are really well equipped with technical specialists, and the spaces themselves have got, you know, real professional level of equipment. And I think what's good actually on this slide is the AV loans facility. So for gives students the opportunity to rent out a piece of equipment as well across all of our courses. So you can rent it for a short period of time and do your project work with something that might be a bit too expensive to afford, your own personal version. So hopefully that gives you a feel for where we are and the sort of the space and the facilities that we've got on offer. I think for everybody coming into a programme, whether it's an undergraduate or postgraduate programme, it's really important to think about that end point and moving out of your education into employment. And we do have some tremendous industry links and opportunities while you're studying with us to work with industry. So here's a few of our contacts and industry liaisons that we have with within fashion and textiles particularly. So some of the some UK names here, but some global names here as well, that students get to have that opportunity to work with these companies, whether it's on an external client brief or whether it's going on placement, or whether it's through some of our showcasing activities and meeting those employers at various events. So there's a tremendous amount of industry engagement. And as I said earlier on, supported by a placement team as well and careers unit. So we are very focused on ensuring that students have those employability skills, whether it's things like, you know, CVs and LinkedIn profiles and looking at workplace etiquette. All of that is all part and parcel of our offer here at De Montfort. And I think also as you move through your 3 years with us, if you're on the undergraduate or on the MA or MSc routes, showcasing is a key part of what we do. So we're really keen to promote our students, be that here at the Art and Design Degree Show, which happens every year in Leicester, where industry is invited, friends and family, of course, are invited, local schools are invited. It's a real celebration of the achievement of our students. And then also this showcasing activity is external to Leicester as well. So in London at New Designers, Graduate Fashion Week, Free Range, all sorts of different exhibitions that our students attend. across that's relevant for their programme outside of Leicester, to give everybody that maximum promotion. So you can see some images here from new designers and from Graduate Fashion Week, actually. So students from fashion and textiles here. And then the next slide has some students that are showcasing from dance and performing arts. So the dance festival and the theatre within Leicester, the Curve Theatre, is all venues that we use for our performing arts students. And then I think finally, just to talk a little bit about cultural exchanges, which is a really excellent festival that is run as part of the Arts Festival Management course. And this is a week-long festival that students arrange, and happens every year in February or so. And we invite all sorts of different practitioners and artists and poets to be part of this festival. And it gives, well, the campus has a real buzz when this is on, and it really does help us showcase what we do as well as the individuals that are part and parcel of this event. So another great opportunity to really showcase the university and you as students. So hopefully that's given you a bit of a flavour for arts, design and humanities, and the type of experience that you would have being a student with us. And look forward to, if anybody's got any questions, be very happy to answer those.
Humanities, really good flavour, thank you. We do have a question that's come in, which you might be able to help with. So we've got somebody asking, how many students are there in the Faculty of Arts, Design and Humanities? And to give a bit of an idea about the architecture population as well. Now, do you know, Carolyn, how many students we have overall in the faculty, postgraduate and undergraduate?
I think around about 3,000, but maybe slightly more. Yeah, around about that sort of thing. And then in architecture, we have around about 90 per year.
Yeah, so really good population, really strong community of students within architecture for that student that's interested. And how many students do you have within the School of Fashion and Textiles, Carolyn?
About 1,100 across the whole school, undergraduate and postgraduates. Yeah, so the majority at undergraduate, but a good healthy postgrad population as well.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, let me just see. We've had another question from Isabel. Thank you for joining us, Isabel. You're specifically looking at doing a Maths in Fine Art. Is there any way you can find more information or someone you can speak to? So what we will do, Isabel, is we've got we can send you the contact details of the program leader for Fine Art, who'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. Is there anything else that we might want to add to that, Carolyn?
Yeah, the fine art provision. Fine art are based in the tower, and there's a real you can really tailor your practice. It's a very fluid program. So if you want to be a sculptor or a painter, or work with digital technology, you can do it. We really do give everybody that chance to express their creativity however they want to. So yeah, interesting program.
Absolutely. Yeah, really exciting program. So what we'll do, Isabel, is I'll pop the our program leaders contact details in the chat, and we'll get you linked up so that you can ask some more specific questions about that course. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the chat to see if we've got anything else coming in. Please let us know if you have any further questions. I know, oh, that's another question. We've had another one come in from Isabel. Are the lectures for masters different for those for the degrees? You're currently a student here. Well, in many cases they are. Is that right, Carolyn?
Yeah, it depends really, actually. In some cases, a tutor that's on the masters might not be involved in the undergraduate, or might have just a small involvement in the undergraduate, and vice versa. So it really depends. There's no sort of hard and fast rules there.
Lovely. Thank you very much. As I said, keep any questions coming in if you've got them. In the meantime, I know that we do lots of live projects. Carolyn, you touched on that earlier on. Are there any specific projects that are going on at the moment within the school that you want to highlight as really exciting opportunities that students can get involved in?
Yeah, so well, most of the live projects are program specific. So within fashion and textiles, we've got projects going on with lounge underwear. So one of the real up and coming brands. We've worked with Lounge over the last 2 or 3 years, and so they're working with our third year contour students. In textile design, we have been, and this is all through new designers actually, last year we've working on a crown derby project, designing surface pattern actually for very exclusive china. So quite an interesting project there. We've worked with Amtico for flooring design as well on textiles. So some of the external client projects that we do work with are not sort of directly who you'd think that we would work with, sort of slightly allied, but really interesting opportunities to show how transferable the skills are.
Exactly, it helps you to develop.
Oh, you've gone weird, Charlotte. You've gone. Yeah, the connection's gone a bit strange, but just with that external client. Oh, no,
sorry, I'm having connection issues. I think we have another question, Carolyn. I'll pop it up on the screen from Arvin. Could I get any more information about design innovation and interior design? Now, does design innovation sit within your school, Carolyn?
It does, yes. So Dr. Robert Chen is the program leader, and Alex Stottard is the program leader for interior design. So if Charlotte can send you their contact details, Robert and Alex will be able to answer your questions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Arvin, for that, and thank you very much for joining us. Well, we've come to the end of the session. I can't see that we've got any more questions coming in. But if you do have any, please, I think we'll probably end the session now. But if you do have any more, this session will still be live for you to be able to put your questions in. So feel free to pop them in, and I'll do my best to answer them once the live session has ended. And just thank you very much for joining us today, and thanks very much, Carolyn, for giving us that overview of the faculty. Hopefully that's inspired some students hearing more about all the fantastic things that are going on, projects they can get involved with, career opportunities, etc., and the amazing facilities that we have, obviously. And so thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed that, and enjoy the rest of the event if you're taking part in some of the other sessions that we have that are taking place today.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.